ओम सदाशिवसमारंभा शंकराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता वंदे गुरुपरंपरा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। In the last class, mantra number 8, we were saying saparigat shukram akayam abranam अस्नाविरम शुद्धम अपापविद्धम कविः मनीषी परिभु स्वयंभु यथा तथ्यतः अर्थान व्यदधात् शाश्वतिभ्यः समाभ्यः इति। So in short, while describing Atma Swarupa, what we call as Atma Swarupa Varnanam, so it highlighted that the concept that I am Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman indeed. Not Brahman is in me, within me. I am indeed Brahman. And of course, we saw not only Atma Swarupa Varnanam, Atma Jnanam, and Atma Jnana Phalam. So, what is Atma Jnanam? Atma Jnanam is not that I am part of God or God is in me. I am servant, dasha, dashanudasha. That is also Jnanam. But the Jnanam is that there is no difference between me and God. And interestingly, along with it come also that what is Jnana Phala, the result of Jnanam that we saw. And with this, as we discussed, Nivritti Marga, or you can say Jnana Yoga, is completed in this Upanishad. Now from verse number 9 onwards, Pravritti Marga, or you can say Karma Yoga will start. And remember, technically, when we say Karma Yoga only, so Karma Yoga includes Upasana Yoga. So these are the technical terminology. You are advanced student, okay? So the moment we use the word Karma Yoga includes Upasana Yoga. And we said in the last class, this mantra number 9 takes one particular prakriya, methodology of teaching, and what we call as Ninda Stuti Prakriya. So it starts condemnation, followed by glorification. And remember, we do condemn the karma, not for condemnation, but remember to reorient our attitude that we have discussed. Also, with this background, let us look at the verse, then we'll get into Andham tamah pravishanti ye vidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yau vidyayam ratah. Now, before getting into this verse, I also would like to bring out few points. Here, this vidya and avidya, these two words have been used. So generally, we know avidya means ignorance. So ignorance of self is called avidya. And if that is the case, here it says avidyam upasate. So that one who does upasana on avidya, the one who practices avidya, where will you end up? You understand the concept? So this is a very technical term we need to understand. So avidya means here we call as sakāma-karma, the karma that is performed keeping with a specific desire. So that means you are very clear what for you want to do karma. So let me to do this like putreshti kama. So you do a yaga to have a child, that to male child. Also, you do a yaga, I'm talking to you, a fire ritual to go to heaven. Or you do social service to have name and fame, your position. So anything you do with a desire that is going to boost your ego, you can say, in short, that is called sakāma-karma. What we call as, then if this is the case, why it is called avidya? So we say vidya virodhat, not avidya, negation of vidya, opposite of vidya. Vidya virodhat karma, avidya iti uchyate. So the karma that is called avidya because it obstructs. Please understand, here avidya is that karma or the karma that is called avidya, which opposes or obstructs to have self-knowledge. That's why when we start functioning with our desire, so there me comes to the forefront. So what is me? Me means my insecurity. But in reality, it is not insecurity. It is the projection that I create. And I want to protect that insecurity. It is exactly like you create one illusion. I give this example all the time in our childhood we have gone through. So in the beginning stages, when we were teenager, because till teenager we did not know how to tell lie, okay? Because we'll get caught. So once a teenager starts, you know that, so you have to manage to tell lie. So how to tell lie? So we rehearse among the friend circle. So that how to manage parents. And while rehearsing, we forget that we rehearse just to tell lie, but we think that is truth. It's a very practical example, okay? So that is what is being here said, that this desire-based karma is nothing but your insecurity-based karma. And what is insecurity? Is your projection. And you are spending all your time and energy thinking that you will become secure. In fact, there is nothing called insecurity. It is your only projection. However, this desire karma or kamya karma can be to have a piece of bread, up to going to Surgaloka. So everything comes under kamya karma. So that means everything is avidya. So in this background, let us look at what does it say. Ye avidyam upasate. So those who engage in avidya means sakāma-karma. So upasate means engage, perform, practice. So what is sakāma-karma? The karma that is performed with a desire for material or heavenly benefits. So my benefit is forefront. My security or insecurity, whatever you say, okay? First me. So that is first, then everything behind. Now he says carefully that those who do avidya means sakāma-karma, te andham tamaha pravishanti iti. So those people, what happens? Andham tamaha, spiritually blind darkness, means they lead nowhere. It is exactly like in a dark room, you start walking a lot, you start searching a lot, but you really do not know what exactly you are looking for. Sometimes you forget what really you are searching for. So that you call as you are lost. Spiritually, you are lost. I can use this word very carefully. You are putting effort. You are working a lot. But there is no spiritual progress. So there what you do, you start blaming, starting with the Guru, and whatever Guru mantra has given, that teaching, tradition, parampara, everything you will start blaming. Because your desire is in forefront. And as long as your desire is being addressed or going to be addressed, so you are part of the spirituality. You are part of the Guru. You are part of the teaching. The moment your desire is not being addressed or not going to be addressed anymore, then what happens to you? Your true color appears. And that is called as vidyam upasate. Why not? Maybe going to heavens. There are people who spend a lot of time, do a lot of rituals. And what is the purpose? It's me, me, me. I can give you one beautiful example. Just somebody shared me here. Very personal, but let me share. Just somebody, ego is being hurt or challenged. The person does not mind to do anything. Just one here, local news, okay? And even if all the people come and talk, hey, look, let us sit down, settle the account. What is this? What is that? The person says openly, I don't mind everything to be destroyed. Why that person challenged me? And one society here, they destroyed. One person destroyed. It's not one case, there are hundreds of cases. You can see small, small cases in your life too. So this is a very gross way, that's why I'm talking. There are subtle ways also too. So here he says, look, Tataha, if this is the case, Yeu Vidyayam Rataha. Then what about? He says, look, now those who get into Vidya. So Vidya means here very nicely, Vidyayam Rataha. Those who are devoted to sakāma-upāsana, that is sakāma-karma, this is sakāma-upāsana. So avidya, sakāma-karma, here vidya called as sakāma-upāsana. Yau vidyayam rataha. So that means those who are indeed deeply spending time or devoted to sakāma-upāsana, means meditation followed by action. You can say meditative worship. Worship for what? For superior enjoyment. They are smart. Okay. So they are not interested only now and here. They are interested then and there. After heaven, there is a place secured for me. Janat. Heaven is reserved. And the best part is in every religion, don't worry. What you deny, only that you will get in heaven. It's amazing, okay? Let me not get into controversy part. So he says that these people do all upasana, but upasana is sakāma. Again, my insecurity. So my desire. And remember, he says, look, te tataha bhuyaiva tamaha. Those people are they, tataha. Then what happens? Bhuyaiva tamaha. Even greater darkness pravishanti. They enter into, they attain. What they do, they attain? Or they fall into a still deeper spiritual darkness than the before. So whether you do sakāma-karma or sakāma-upāsana, remember, still you are spiritually lost. Now question may arise. So what do you mean by this? So is it not to do anything? So completely condemning? No, we don't do that. Because our purpose is not to condemn. Because our purpose is to rethink what you are doing it. That's why whenever teacher or teaching points you out or becomes critical of you, it is not purpose is to bring you down, to look you down, but to make you to think. Suppose if you are literally, we say, this is called bolt pin, not half pin, bolt pin. So the pin which has got on the top bolt, nothing will enter, nowhere. So what do? You have to hit more. So if nothing enters in your head, so the teacher and teaching will keep hitting and hammering. Keeping this, let us look at how. Because please understand, if we look at this verse carefully, sakāma-karma can lead you to Surga, up to Surgaloka. So heaven. There are different layers of heaven, okay? It's not only one. But up to heaven you can go. But remember, still you are spiritually blind. You are lost. There are so many people, let us say, all these Rambha, Urvashi, all these people comes dancing or angels come, starts dancing, you are lost. What am I doing here? All Gandharvas start singing, what is happening here? So somehow you are lost, number one. Number two, sakāma-upāsana will lead to maximum Brahmaloka. And after going Brahmaloka, suppose you are not willing to listen to Brahmaji. There is no interest in teaching. I am not interested in teaching. Brahmaji, I came to see you. You saw me. I saw you. That's enough for us. That is also equally problem. Definitely deeper problem, serious problem. Because you can come back, hey, look, I went to Brahmaloka. You don't understand. Now he says, look, if this is the case, then what is to be done? He is going to say, look, we need to go for sakāma-karma and sakāma-upāsana. Okay? So we have to jump from sakāma-karma to sakāma-karma, sakāma-upāsana to nishkāma-upāsana. That's why after that you will keep doing it because it is to be done. Yes, when situation comes, you will get irritated. You will get sometimes angry, but that anger or irritation must not continue for long. Still, you continue as it's supposed to be done. It's exactly like mother and child relationship. You can observe this point, not father and child, okay? If you observe mother and child, the mother will observe the child. Even if child hits sometimes mother, and that time mother will get angry, leave it. After some time again what? If the child needs attention, will give attention. And again, will leave the child, will be busy. I'm talking about those days mother, not these days mother, okay? These days mother only one child. One child is a destruction, okay? Too much attached to the child, which is not healthy at all. I'm not telling you jokes. One child, if anybody has got, I'm not pushing any one of you, okay? When one child, you know what happened is, the mother will be too much attached to the child. It's not good for the child, nor good for the parents either. Anyway, choice is yours. It's out of context, okay? So this sakāma-karma to niskāma-karma, sakāma-upāsana to niskāma-upāsana. With this, let us look at the verse so that it becomes easier. Anyadevahu viddeya anyat ahura vidyaya iti susrumadhirana enastat vichachakshire. Now, so we need to understand this very carefully. Now that vidyaya anyat eva ahu, anyat eva ahu vidyaya. So what is vidyaya here? Here vidya means sakāma-upāsana, the previous one, okay? So anyat eva ahu. And who are those people? And they are nothing but we'll say dhiranam. So they are the wise people. So there are people, anyat eva. What do they say? They say that, they declare that result obtained through vidya, sakāma-upāsana, is entirely different. And also, avidya anyat ahu, the result obtained through sakāma-karma, avidya means sakāma-karma, also is different. So that means sakāma-upāsana is different. This is the declaration of wise people, acharyas, also Veda. At the same time, the result obtained through sakāma-karma is also different. Iti susrumadhiranam iti. So he says, look, this is what heard from enlightened masters, enlightened acharyas, who clearly taught this to us. Vichachakshire, clearly explained, taught iti. So that means there should not be any confusion. So this is parampara, gata jnanam. So when it is coming through the parampara, Veda itself quotes. All other acharya also have taught the same thing. So that means don't get too much confusion or don't get carried away too much. Now question may arise, okay, all these things fantastic. Then what to do now? So he says, no problem. What you need to do, let us look at the next one so that we can read. Oh, time is up already, going to be. Vidyam cha yastavedo bhayam saha avidyaya murtam tirtva vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Actually, this verse is a very crucial verse to discuss. He uses this word. The person, this word vidya, you have to be very careful, and avidya both. We have been watching this word vidya and avidya. Avidya means sakāma-karma, and vidya means sakāma-upāsana. Now he says, look, vidyam cha avidyam cha tad yaha tad veda ubhayam saha. So that means yaha vidyam cha avidyam cha ubhayam saha tad veda iti. So the one who knows the both. And what is that? What is vidya? Sakāma-karma. There are limitations. The purpose, everything, you know. Why to do, how to do, and what result will come. So that is called knowing in details. Also, the person knows the upasana, why to do, how to do, and what result is going to come. What is the limitation? So he who knows this, ubhayam. So one has to know the both. Now he says, look, avidyaya murtum tirtva. It's a very nice point he talks. And technical terms. In fact, if there is no acharya, it will be confusion. Now you are condemning, now we can again is doing stuti. Previous it was ninda, now it is stuti. Praising. So what he says, look, avidyaya murtum tirtva. By the help of avidya or through avidya means through practice of karma. So karma includes here upasana. So vidya virodhat here. So murtum tirtva, one will cross over murtyu. Don't take mrityu here, death. So mrityu, we use the word that raga dvesha. In English, you can use the word called sense of loss. The death is nothing but called sense of loss. And one is start overcoming that. Because sense of loss is the most important thing than the death. That's why we have a beautiful example we'll go to Vidya Amritam Ashrute. What does it mean? Very careful word, okay? Which is very popular, but mostly people misunderstand this. Vidya Amritam Ashrute. Next line. Then what is exactly? I'll give you the beautiful example. What is the sense of loss and what is death? The popular example of Raja Parikshita. So Raja Parikshita, King Parikshita, happens to be great grandson of Arjuna. Okay. And in fact, grandson, not great grandson, I made mistake. Grandson, it cannot be great grandson. So grandson of Arjuna. Because Abhimanyu's son happens to be Parikshita. And it is believed that when Parikshita left his body, Kali era entered. So Kali was waiting for him to leave. And as the story goes further, Parikshita came across some situation. We say some stories about Kali Purusha and all these things. Let him not get into too much elaboration. Here I would like to say that Parikshita misbehaved because of situation with Rishi Shramika. And his son became so angry seeing this that a dead snake was put on the as garland of the Rishi Shramika. The son gave the shapam cost that whoever has put this will die in 7 days. And when Raja Parikshita come to know, doesn't know what to do. Now comes and says sorry and all these things. And also the Rishi came to know it's really disaster going to happen. As long as this person is there, that long Kali is protected. I mean, we are protected. After that, God knows what is going to happen. Now, the sense of loss, or you can say death, is going to happen, which is inevitable. Nobody can stop it. So what Raja Parikshita did? So with help of the teachers, so he found out Shuka. And Shuka started teaching Bhagavatam. So in 7 days' time, when he was listening to Bhagavatam, actually there was no Deha Jnanam in him. Sarira Jnanam, the knowledge of body, that he is a subtle body, causal body, and gross body. Of course, this knowledge was not there. So when there was no sense of attachment, and on time, a snake came and bite. When snake bites, what happens? Now the body of Parikshita fell down, but Parikshita was no more there. You understand the concept? So when Parikshita was not there, because there was no attachment, there was no sense of loss either. So everything was fulfilled. So Parikshita was not killed. The body, subject to go through destruction, it went through. Let it go through. How does it matter? This is what is called avidya murtum tetva. Then comes what? Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. The popular translation is, by the knowledge one will get immortality. Actually, little bit differently, Adi Shankaracharya takes this word, but most of the people quote this way. But here he says, Vidya means upasana. So upasanaya, what will happen by doing upasana? And that too, what sort of upasana? Here we use this niskama. Here avidya means niskāma-karma and vidya means niskāma-upāsana. So this doing, or you can say performing niskāma-karma and niskāma-upāsana, one will be ready for knowledge, and through knowledge the person will gain immortality. Can you see the difference here? Little bit you have to say. So vidya has got double meaning here. One is niskāma-upāsana. By doing niskāma-upāsana, mind becomes ready. Mind is prepared. Even if you go to Brahmaloka, you are not willing to listen to. What will happen? Sometimes it happens. When mind is crowded and crowded, do you listen to others? Nothing enters. In fact, you start giving discourse. Whoever the person may be, including your guru. Yes, yes. Or you have to keep quiet. What choice you have? Because the person is not willing to listen to. So that is what is being highlighted. So one has to be prepared. What is preparation? That Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Sarka Sampati, Mumukshutvam. So again, I have to start Tattva, okay? So that is called here Vidya. This happens. Means the person becomes an adhikari, a qualified person. And once the person becomes qualified person, Amritam Ashnute, teaching just hits. One word, Am Brahmasmi. One word is enough. But problem is, because we are not ready, mind is not ready, one after another Upanishad, again repeating the same Upanishad, the same thing. Anyway, if nothing happens, at least something enters. If nothing enters, at least where you will drop, again you will start from there. More of it will say. Om Om Purnavada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.